Hello from NETIO Products. Today I would like to present PowerPDU 8KF. It's standard Schuko power socket. So if you are from the continental Europe, this is the electrical socket you have typically in your wall. If you are from France, Czech Republic, or Poland, it's a bit different one, but still you can plug their Euro plug. So this one plug you can plug to this socket all around Europe. PowerPDU 8KF is basically the 19-inch device. So in the package is including the holders for standard 1U montage. It's 8 outputs, so every one of these outputs is metered and can be switched. That's based on the name of this device, 8KF. The K defines each one of these outputs is metered. Basically, you can switch off and on every single one of these outputs, and you can define the time for that. So even when you plug this to the wall, you can define that how many seconds it will take until this output will be switched on and this one output will be switched on. This is quite important because of the inrush current. That's the peak on beginning when you switch on an electronic device. And this peak can make a problem with your electrical breaker. So because of that, this power up sequencing is a very essential part of the applications for this NETIO product. So each one of these outputs can be switched on or off over the web interface of the unit. You can see there's a lot of outputs, and each one output can be defined for all these parameters. And you can also have a metering information about each one output. So you can have there what's the current consumption, what's the power consumption, what's the kilowatt hours there, and so on and so on. Yes, you can click switch on and switch off for the output from the web. But that's not typical usage. Typical usage is that you control that through something. So something can be, for example, Open API. Open API means several protocols like SNMP, MQTT, Modbus TCP, and blah, 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 many others, which can control these outputs over the network. Second option is to use the AV drivers. So basically, you control this device by many softwares. These softwares are compatible with this protocols, and it's quite easy to use it in the USC, Crestron, Crestron Home, Control 4, and many other brands. Good. If you want to use this product as it is, as a standalone, there is a scheduler. So you can plan what time each output will be switched on and switched off. And it's totally independent on any cloud or even internet. Just the time have to be synchronized over the network. Second functionality is a watchdog. So basically, I would like to switch off output number 3 in the moment when there is no IP connectivity, to switch on backup fiber optics network, or to restart my router or whatever, something like that. So we have a watchdog for that. Because this device also metering the energy on each output, I can watchdog even based on the power consumption. So typically, I would like to switch on the output number 1 if there is the idle mode on the TV. So I can analyze what's the consumption on this TV, and if there is a drop down in power consumption to few watts, I can restart the TV once and do it totally independently, without any cloud, without any software, just this device as it is. Okay, but if something like that happened, I would like to know about it. So an integration with the cloud can be useful because the cloud can send me email about it or can give me some information. So because of that, this device can be connected to the NETIO cloud. And with NETIO cloud, there is many features for device management. So there is even option of remote firmware upgrade or things like that. So the cloud is option how to expand the features of this device. Above the 8 outputs, there is a green terminal block. This terminal block combines several functionalities. One of them is simple digital input, so you can connect their simple terminal switch or button, and based on the command and rules, CR some number, which is the examples for that. So based on the command and rules, you can define what will happen if you switch the button. So output number 1 will be switched on, or there will be a whole sequence, or whatever like that. On this green terminal block, you can connect also the temperature sensor. And the temperature sensor can be used for the thermostat. So basically you can say that output number 8 will be switched on if the temperature is above 25 Celsius or below 25 Celsius, depends if you are cooling or heating, and things like that. So all these features are again inside the PDU only, so you don't need any big system for that. Anyway, all these features are great. The main functionality is remotely starting. We are using switching by zero, so we are switching in the moment when the sinus is passing by zero, so it's a very stable platform and it can be very reliable. But basic functionality is, if something happens, I would like to restart something remotely. From what? So, two options. Either web interface, but if you have many outputs and many devices, it's really not user-friendly. So second option is to use your mobile phone. With your mobile phone, there's a NETIO mobile app. With this NETIO mobile app 2, you can control it even in local network, or again via NETIO Cloud. So with the NETIO Cloud, there are several options how to use it. Basic versions of NETIO Cloud are basically free. There are more features which you need a bit more expensive subscription version. For example, the cloud can alert you by the email if this device is disconnected. So if you unplug the network within certain time, 1 minute till 1 hour, the NETIO Cloud will alert you saying, hey, this device is unreachable, means there is a connectivity outage or power outage or something like that. And you will be alerted about that. So NETIO PowerPDU is basically the only one device which will alert you by email for the fact there is no power on the device. So if you would like to know more about all the features for this product, contact us in NETIO and have a good day.